That's definitely an advantage for us. They're both, like we said before, quality football players. They're young, as you said. They're only juniors, so we get them for 2 years. And we're just really thankful that they're on our side. We think they're going to do a real nice job the rest of this year and next year as well.
Well, how's the injury situation right now?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask me that because...
well, it's a real question.
I know that, but I really, to be honest with you, I need a list to remember. But off the top of my head, I'll just try to, an update. Kevin Smith's still out. He got his cast off, but he's still out this week and probably next week. Brian Dawson's back, but he's hobbling. I'm not sure he's really back all the way. John Suter looks optimistic, but maybe 2 or 3 more weeks. Sean's, we don't know about. He's sick, and we're just going to evaluate him day to day. Gary Kakalia is out. He hurt his back last game. Let's see here. Sean Gibson has a hurt ankle. He couldn't practice full speed today, but we think he'll be there. He'll be ready to play. Brandon Caldarella and Abby Gomez both have slight pulls in their hamstrings. They haven't been able to practice full speed. And Ramon Reed and Jason Berger coming off those shoulders, they're still tender, but they're going to try to play, and we'll just have to evaluate them as we go. So it's not looking very good in that sense, but we're hoping that everybody's going to get healthy, and hopefully if they can't play this week, maybe next week for the league opener, which is what we're really pointing towards.
Well, like I said, we have the juniors on the show today, and you want to go through a season, that your seniors are going to be your main people on the team, but injuries do happen. I haven't seen it happen as much as it happened on this team this year, but I know looking at these guys, they're quality people, and they can come through and do the job.
Well, and the thing that's so frustrating is because of our situation in terms of numbers and lack of depth, we've kept our hitting in practice to a minimum. So we haven't done a lot of hitting or got hurt in practice. And the injuries we do have that have occurred in the game, almost none of them have occurred from a collision, from hitting. They've been, freak accidents, a guy landing on somebody's ankle or turning an ankle or turning a knee or a guy getting sick or things like that, a kid falling on the ground. Those are the type of injuries we've been getting. So it's really frustrating because the kids worked hard in the weight room to, you want to weight lift to prevent injuries. And they've shown they can hit in the games, even though we don't hit a lot in practice. And it's really mind-boggling sometimes when you try to sit back and evaluate all this. But again, as I've said, we just have to keep going forward and just hope they come back when they come back and just keep playing. Right. And they're doing that.
Well, Sean and Robert, I want to thank you again for coming on the show. I appreciate it. And like I said, good luck. And right now, we'd like to go to a commercial, and we'll be right back after this message. Thank you.
Hi, sports fans. This is Coach John Selby, head football coach of the Cypress Centurion football team, and I'm Ron Lavis, producer of this year's football show. John's been real busy this year putting together this football team that you're going to watch this year, and I had to follow him down here at Northwest Pizza to get a few words from him.
That's right, Ron. This year we're very excited. We have an outstanding group of young men playing football at Cypress High School, and we've devised a new football show to keep everybody informed of what's happening at Cypress High School football.
That's right, John. I don't know about you, but pro football gets a little tiring after a while. You watch all the contract disputes, drug problems, the high price of tickets. Right there tells you, you should be out watching some high school football.
We think high school football is very exciting, and we want the people in our community to get behind our football team. Along with highlights of the previous game and interviews with the players, we'll have interviews with various people in our school, in our football program. It should be a very informative and entertaining show.
Excuse me, John, your pizza's ready.
Oh,
That's
great.
right, folks. I think
hey, guys, pizza. Let's go.
Get involved in the action on Coach's Corner. Watch a Coach's Corner Wednesday night, Thursday night, and the following Monday night at 7 o'clock on Channel 3 in Cypress and Channel 8 in La Palma.
Hi, welcome back to the show. My next two guests are Brandon Calderella. He's a wide receiver and a defensive back, and Yousef Simon. He's a running back, or excuse me, he's a wide receiver and a defensive back. Welcome to the show, guys.
Glad to be here.
Brandon, we'll start with you. You're a junior. Is this your first year of varsity football?
Yeah, it is.
And were you looking to be having as much action as you've been seeing this year? I know defensively you were, but offensively, were you looking to see as much action as you were?
Not really. I plan on playing maybe every once in a while, going in for blocks for Kevin, because he's our normal starter for S, but I didn't plan on playing this much until he went down. And then I came up and I started playing a little bit more on offense.
Well, it's definitely got to make you a better football player coming right into the action right away. I know, they planned on you playing defense the whole way. You were a starter from the beginning. But on offense, it's got to be a little bit nervous for you because, you practice pretty much all week on defense, and then all of a sudden you're thrown in there to play offense. Like you said, Kevin Smith has been out, so you've pretty much had to come in and take over the job.
Yeah, I think the experience is going to be good for me, though, to be on the field more and get more playing time in better situations and maybe hopefully prepare me more for next year.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I look on here and you play baseball and you're a wrestler. Well, one thing I have to say, since you're on the show, and I'm friends with your dad, I played baseball with your dad with the Cardinals, and I see you play baseball. Are you going to be a chip off the old block, or?
I don't know about that. I'd like to. I mean, my dad was a good baseball player, and I hope to come back next year and play some varsity ball and do a good job and maybe take it to college with me. Hopefully I can get a scholarship if I can keep my grades up.
Is that your favorite sport, or is football?
I don't know. I enjoy both of them. I mean, they each have different aspects. I'd say football, I like it because of the contact, and baseball because of the, the finesse and the rest of the reasons. But I like them both. I don't really have a particular favorite, but I like them both, yeah.
And I noticed you're doing real well in school, too, so, and you did talk about grades, so
Yeah.
I'm sure that's one of the main things on your mind is to keep your grades up.
Yeah, this past year I worked really hard on my grades, and I'm trying to become more responsible, around the house, being a man and stuff. My mom says I've been doing a good job. I guess I have. My grade average is about 3.2. They're thinking
What does
about
your
buying me
dad
a
say?
car. I don't know. He doesn't say too much. I think my mom does the talking around the house, but from what I hear, I'm doing a good job.
Well, I think so too. My other guest here is Yousef Simon. He's a wide receiver and a defensive back. Yousef, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
I've been looking here, and it says on yours you're a basketball and a track man besides football.
Yeah.
What's your favorite besides football?
Yeah, that's a hard question. I don't know. Basketball is pretty fun, making baskets and everything. But football is pretty good because, the intensity of the sport. It's just fun catching passes and scoring touchdowns and, hitting people. And track is fun, because, you see how far you can jump and, all the other things, high jump and stuff. It's pretty fun, It's got, keep me busy through the year.
How many years is this for you playing football?
Football? Well, I started when I was a freshman. And, the experience, my freshman year I wasn't all that great because I didn't really know anything, And I've gotten better, through the years, freshman, sophomore, and then, this year.
Well, I'm sure this year's a big learning experience for you.
Yeah.
Varsity is a lot different than playing in the lower levels.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure you're learning a lot, and it'll carry on for you for the rest of the year and next year.
Yeah,
So-
the experience, I really need it, because I've only been playing, for 3 years, and it'll help me a lot for next year. It'll get me way better for next year.
Well, that's good. Well, right now we're going to go to the highlights, Coach, of the second half, and maybe you can comment, and we'll talk to these guys when we get back.
Okay. Here we're on defense. Obviously, they try to run a quick pitch. Our defensive end, Mike Woolbright, does a great job stringing it out, and Ramon Reed and a few other people are there to make the tackle. Here they drop back to pass it and throw the ball, and Bobby Hubbard makes a big interception to stop this drive. Now they're going to run some type of a counter play, and they fumble the football. Sean Gibson got a piece of it, and it was a big scramble for the ball, and they recovered. Here we're stunning. We pressure the quarterback out of the pocket. He hangs one up, and Bobby Hubbard, our free safety, makes a nice hit on the receiver, and it's an incomplete pass out of bounds. Here we run our quick passing game again. Ball's underthrown, and Sean Gibson makes a nice adjustment to the football, makes a catch in about a 15-yard gain. Here we run a screen pass to Sundance Smith, a real key block by Jason Smock and Ramon Reed again, and Sonny does a nice job getting the first down just by inches. Here they try to run a dive again, and Joe Toohey stunts into the hole and makes a nice play for about a 2 or 3 yard loss. Here they run a dive again, and Sean Gibson and Ramon Reed are there to stop the play. Here they go to punt the football, and Joe Toohey does a nice job blocking the punt. Richard Parsons with an athletic move of a one-hand scoop, and we get it down to the 11-yard line. And the defense played super all night, giving our offense chances to get back in the game, but offensively we just didn't get it done, and we just didn't take advantage of our opportunities. Here we're running a sweep, and we only get about 2 yards. Now we're running it was like a blast play, and Sean just gets tripped up. Here we're running our wedge play, and we're down into about the 3-yard line. And then this play, our center, we had a backup center playing because Jason Byrne wasn't playing, and he snapped the ball on the wrong snap count, and we don't even get a chance to run the play, and that's the end of our drive. The defense does another good job, holds them. We get a safety, and we're down 3 with 3 minutes to go, so we still think we have a good chance to get back in this game. They kick the ball off to us, and again, we do a real nice job on kickoff return. Guys do a good job blocking. Yousef Seaman finds a nice hole and gets it to about their 43-yard line. So we're looking like we're in good shape here. But now our pass protection breaks down. It's been pretty good all year, and in this last drive we just had to break down our pass protection on our bootleg play there. Now we're running a power pass, action type of pass, and they stun inside, and we don't pick them up, and they're fired up. You know, they have a chance to get their first win, and things just aren't looking good for us. We don't get the first down. Joe Toohey makes a nice tackle here on a toss play, but they're running out the clock, and that's how it ended, 12-9.
Well, Coach, after they got that, they took a safety, and then they were kicking off from the 20. You had to think things were looking pretty good for you because you knew you were going to at least get the ball around the 40, the 50-yard line. What was going through your mind after that?
Well, I was hoping that we could finally do something and make a big play. There was a lot of problems throughout the game, especially the second half with personnel, though, because we had a couple guys get injured. We had injuries going into the game. Then we had a couple more guys get injured, and we had to move people around to different positions, and that's very frustrating to do that in the heat of a game. And it just got to the point where, you just weren't sure if the person that was out there was going to be completely sure what he was doing because he might be playing out of position, or a guy that really wasn't supposed to play all of a sudden had to get thrown into the fire. And we knew it wasn't a good situation for us because of the injuries, but we still had opportunities. Our defense played great. I thought the second half, Anaheim had a total offense of 3 yards. I mean, you can't ask for more than that. And blocked punt and turnovers, and they played super, but the offense didn't take advantage, and we didn't score. And that's the whole bottom line of why we didn't win, because our offense didn't get it done. And I hope, this week, we have a couple guys back, and we'll execute better on offense, and the defense will continue to play as well without those mistakes we made that led to their touchdowns.
Well, Brandon, I know I noticed last week you had hurt your leg. Is that going to be a problem for you this week, or?
Well, I'm hoping not, but apparently it's going to be. I'm going to try to stick it out, though. I don't know if I'm going to play special teams or offense, but probably stay in there on defense. It's still strained, and I have problems with it tightening up all the time, but I've been trying to take care of it, and today I didn't go full speed, and tomorrow we'll see. I think I'll be ready for game night, yeah.
Well, hopefully everything will work out, because we definitely could use you out there. We don't need any more injuries.
That's true. We've had a lot.
Yousef, I wanted to ask you, you had told me earlier that you were you come from Lebanon. You were born in Lebanon, and so how is it for you coming over here and learning the game of football? Was it a pretty tough thing to learn?
Well, yeah, it was real hard because we didn't have it over there. You know, football over there is like soccer over here. You know, I was watching it on TV, and I was like, oh, that game's pretty fun. You know, I just got to learn the rules. You know, because I didn't know anything about it. You know, but somebody running the ball, he gets tackled. You know, somebody kicking it. You know. And after I got into high school, I went out for it, you know. I did pretty good, did all right. And I've been playing since. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, because that's different, because you'd think that, you know, like you said, soccer is a big sport over there, that, you know, you'd come over here and that you'd play soccer, but it kind of, something must have caught your eye to want to play football. Is it the contact, or what do you think?
It's funner than soccer. Because soccer, you get tired too much. You got to run around after the ball and stuff. But, you know, football is pretty fun. You know, just stay where, you know, you're supposed to be disciplined, and, you know, just make a tackle. And, you know, it's pretty fun.
Well, I noticed you return a lot of kicks and punts and stuff. Do you enjoy doing that?
Yeah, it's my first year returning, you know, kicks and stuff. But I like it back there. It's pretty fun. You know, you get to go, you know, full speed and get to nail people and stuff. Go balls out, you know, it's pretty fun.
Well, this concludes another edition of Coach's Corner, and I'd like to have all you Cypress High School fans support the team and show your loyalty and come out Thursday night at 7:30 at Handle Stadium. Please, these kids are still working hard, they still believe in themselves, and you should all believe in them too. So please come to the game Thursday. Thank you.